Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Sprocket yet again, and today we're going to be building a tank based on a modern MBT. I don't know how that's going to go, I really don't, but we've built a few of them in the past, and they haven't been too bad. So today, let's go ahead and try and build another one. Anyway, this thing that you guys are seeing in the background is actually the thing that we built in the previous video. Essentially, the way that it works is this thing right here is heavily armored, so you can't actually get shot through it. You position this big boom underneath the enemy tank, and you shoot directly up into them. It negates the whole point that you have to drive underneath, because you just have to put the pokey bit under. But anyway, if you guys want to check that out, go check it out. It's the previous video. Anyway, let's go ahead and build an MBT. Okay, so I've went ahead and selected late war because I feel like that makes sense. We're going to go to this guy, and honestly, this is all going to be like increased a bit. So we're going to go to 8 meters long. We're going to go to 2 meters of separation, maybe even more actually. Let's go to like 2.2 meters of separation, 2.4 meters of separation. That seems insane, but yes, we're going to go with it. And now we need to figure out everything else. So we're going to lift these guys up a little bit. So we're going to lift this guy up a little bit as well. Going to do the same thing with this guy. There we go. And we're going to try and make this just look good and also just work really well. So the thickness of the tracks is going to be 135. There we go. The length of the tracks is going to be like 230. There we go. And we're going to try and make it look as modern as possible, so we're going to go with these guys. Honestly, I think that looks pretty good, so we're going to keep it. I want this guy to be extended forwards just a little bit more than everything else, and the guy at the back is, I don't know, actually going to be like, not as extended, I guess? So we're going to leave that somewhat like this. There we go. Honestly, so far, I think that looks okay. Okay, I went ahead and made it a little bit smaller because I only wanted like 7 of these wheels instead of, I don't know, I think I had 9. So I think it looks a lot better this way. Let's go ahead and make the diameter of, I don't know, I feel like the diameter should be a lot smaller for this, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, which is weird. Obviously that is counter to what I just said, but there you go. Let's go ahead and send this guy backwards a little bit too. And this guy can just stay as is. That's okay. So let's move on to how wide these tracks actually need to be. We're going to make them like 620, I think. Maybe actually 650. Yeah, I want them to be like kind of wide. Or maybe even 700. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with 700. That seems pretty good. We'll try and make all of these guys fit. And then once they fit, we'll go from there. Okay, so there we go. I actually made these guys a little bit bigger because I thought that would make some sense, and honestly, I think we've done an okay job there. So, what we're going to do from here is obviously build the rest of the tank out. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to go ahead and try our best to make it work nicely, and also just make it look nice and everything, you know? We just want it to be good. Anyway, let's go ahead and lower this down quite a bit. Actually, no, let's have it quite high. That's okay, there we go, good. Let's go ahead and extend this guy backwards quite far. Gonna drop this guy downwards. Quite a lot, actually. There we go, something like this. Let's bring this guy forwards. There we go. Extend this one upwards. Quite a bit like that. There we go. Grab this guy and send it backwards like so. Just a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit taller than that, because that'd be pretty good. There we go. And then we're going to extend the rest of it backwards. I don't know, I guess quite a lot from there. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like we should. Anyway, let's go and extend this upwards. There we go. We're going to bring it upwards quite far. Just like this. And it's actually going to come even further up than you would expect. There we go. So let's send this guy backwards really far like this. That doesn't look quite right. That doesn't look right at all. So let's select all of it. Bring it all upwards just a little bit. Go ahead and select this guy and drop it downwards just a little bit. And then I think if I extended this backwards, it should actually start to make everything look better. I think. Does it? I think it does. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I would really like to actually extend these guys out over the edge as well. So what I'm going to do is select all of it, bring it upwards slightly, and then we'll extend these guys out and over the edges. It is going to make it very chunky, but I don't know. I guess we're going to have to just work with it. So there we go. Extend it that way. Go ahead and drag this guy downwards just a little bit like so. And then we're going to go down and backwards from there. So down, here we go. We're going to go to points, grab this guy, and we're going to go backwards quite a bit. And then at the back, we're going to go forwards just a tiny bit. like this. I say tiny bit, that's actually quite far. But that looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm actually loving how squat this thing is at the moment. I do think that's pretty nice. What I want to do from here, though, is actually grab each and every one of the back pieces, and I do want to actually extend it even further backwards. So we're also going to grab these two, and we're going to do this. And I wouldn't mind if the entire thing was actually extended a little bit backwards as well. Whether that's actually something that we're going to do, though, is a different thing. But yeah, and this is a pretty nice thing. Anyway, let's go to each of these guys. There we go. I don't know whether to extend it or whether we just, I don't know, raise these guys upwards. Because I think that works, but also looks a little bit strange. Not sure how to feel about this one. No idea. But anyway, I think if we extend this guy outwards a little bit. There we go. And we actually angle a few of these guys upwards, just a tiny touch. I think the back end will actually look okay then. Yeah, I think that's fine. Nice. Alright, so from there, I'm actually going to go to the underside. I'm going to extend it downwards just a little bit. And I'm going to angle this into itself. So I'm going to do this slightly. And then we're going to have to do something with the front end that, I don't know, I guess continues that angle or just makes it even more aggressive. There we go. Is that too high off the ground? It looks like it is. But at the same time, a lot of tanks just are. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. Is that better? That might be a little bit better. There we go. We still got the clearance, but now we've got a little bit more interior space. And I think that's nice. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, so I want this to be sort of as simple as I possibly can leave it. So let's try and just add some certain things into this to make it a little bit nicer, see if it actually works, and we'll go from there. So I'm thinking we actually go with one of these guys as the driver, or the driver's port. It is going to go directly underneath where the gun is going to go, which is right here. And I'm essentially just going to make this quite large, like so. I'm going to squidge it down quite far like this, and I don't know whether to angle it. I feel like I should, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm gonna go with it anyway. Viewports, we can then attach one of these guys directly into this, which again, I don't know whether I like or don't like. Do I like it or do I dislike it? I don't know, I feel like it looks a little bit weird. It does, it looks a little bit strange for now. But yeah, I think what we do from here is we go straight to the turret. Or do we not go straight to the turret? Because I think, actually, adding the engine stuff is actually maybe not a bad idea. So let's go ahead and try and decorate this a little bit before we do the other stuff. Here we go. The turret, I should say. We're going to go ahead and make these guys absolutely massive right here. I'm going to flip this guy over like this. Going to slightly angle this down if I can. So get rid of this and do that. There we go. And then I'm going to lower it down a little bit until it sort of fits. That doesn't look right. That doesn't quite look right, but actually at the same time, I think I'm okay with it. In fact, I'm definitely okay with it. Anyway, next thing is going to be these guys. These are, of course, the exhausts, and we're going to be shoving those. I don't know. I feel like here. I feel like I'm just going to do it like this, because I don't think that looks too bad. In fact, I think that looks okay. We can then maybe add another vent and stuff onto this as well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and attach a vent up to here. The back end looks weird. It does. It looks very strange like this. But I think that's fine. Crew hatches. Let's go ahead and add a big old door on the back. There we go. Probably a bad idea as well, but there you go. And what I was actually thinking was this might be a nice idea to do as well. Just extend that backwards a little bit. And yeah, I think it is. Cool. I've decided I don't think I like the rotation on this, but actually trying to replace these might be difficult. Alright, there we go. We're going to go with that. And I'm just going to squidge them a little bit. We're just going to squidge them. There we go. Because I don't want them being like too out there in the open, so I think that's fine. If we go to mobility again, though, I might even add these guys on there as well. I don't know, just a little bit of extra detail, I suppose. I think that's cool. I think that works anyway. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Yes, let's go to crew real quick. Let's go to these guys. I'm going to start adding some of these down the sides. I don't know whether they're going to look good, bad, ugly. I don't know. But I'm thinking we add some of them because they could look cool in the end. So let's grab some of these guys and attach them onto the edges. There we go. Pretty much just like this. I'm going to squidge this one down until it sort of fits. a little bit better onto there. There we go, good. Gonna leave a quite big gap in between them, because I think that'll look nice. And then we're essentially just gonna go ahead and send them backwards. A lot like this. Here we go. Nice, yeah. Alright, do that a little bit more. Go ahead and try and reattach that onto there. Excellent. I think that works. Alright, grab each of these. Lower them down a tiny touch. And there we go. Does that look weird? I guess a little bit, but at the same time, I think it's fine. We can then actually add more of them just below, which hopefully should also look pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Trying to get it all the same. Trying to get it all the same is actually going to be the most difficult bit, but like, I guess that's fine. We're going to go ahead and try and attach that guy onto there as well. Gonna have to squidge it. And then replace it if possible. Squidge it a little bit more. Replace it a little bit again. There we go. Alright, side armor is looking strange. The side armor is looking weird. Alright, there we go. I don't mind that. I think I'm just going to leave it all boxy like that, and I think that's okay. I'm going to attach this guy on here. Hopefully continuing the angle that we already have. And that looks interesting. Going to squidge it down a little bit too. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Nice. Okay, there we go. I've added some extra armor block thingamabobbies to the front as well. I do think they look pretty nice. I'm now going to go ahead and make these guys a lot bigger as well. Probably not in that direction, but maybe in this direction. There we go. And also possibly in this direction too, just as like really chunky toe points. There we go. We can attach those guys there like that. And down below we'll do these guys. We'll do a similar thing at the back in terms of some actual toe points. There we go, we'll put them guys down there, and that looks awesome. I think we've built something that is substantial at this point. Obviously, if we get shot in the side, we have no extra armor or anything like that. This is all flat, which kind of sucks, honestly, having flat armor on the side. But hopefully we can attach enough armor to this to make that a non-issue. We'll see, though. The next thing is, of course, the turret, which I'm kind of scared to do. I'm not very good with turrets, but we'll try. Okay, so let's get to this, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and essentially make this guy really wide. Honestly, the turret on this guy is going to be really, really wide. So we're going to go ahead and send this pretty much all the way to almost the edge. There we go, we're going to do something like that. We are going to, of course, make it stick upwards a little bit towards the front. So we're going to try and do that, and hopefully all goes well from there. So let's extend this. Bring it this way. Yes, bring it inwards. Quite a chunk, there we go. And I don't know whether to like, I don't know, like squidge it a little bit, make it a little bit more squidgy, make it a little bit more squidgy. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think I'll do that. There we go. We'll then extend this guy forwards quite a bit more, and we'll extend it inwards quite a bit more as well. Something like this. Okay, cool. I think that's fine. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter as well. That's good. We're then going to do a kind of a big back end as well. It's going to have a chunky back end. So let's do this first. Squidge it inwards quite a lot. Maybe not that much. There we go. We're then going to extend it again. I'm going to do something like this. There we go. And something like this. Just a little bit. Let's bring this upwards to about there. Extend it backwards a little bit like this. And hopefully this looks good. So we're going to extend it backwards like that. There we go. Bring that bit inwards, just a little chunk. There we go. And I don't know whether to like have it flat or rounded or whatever, but I think I'm going to go with this. Alright, so far that looks insane, but I like it. So let's go to each of these. I'm going to extend it upwards again. There we go. We're going to have more angles. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Except all of it is going to go backwards a little bit. So I'm going to have it like that. Does that look too weird? Does that look too weird? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'm thinking we go to the underside of this guy as well. And we bring that... Ooh. No, I didn't mean to do that. We bring this guy upwards. And we extend it downwards. And then we actually shrink that as well. So we do something like this. And... this. Okay, does that look too weird? Does that look too weird? I don't know. I feel like these guys are obviously way too high in the sky now. It's going to bring those down. We're going to bring it backwards as well. As well as this guy, I suppose. That can come backwards too. I don't know. Do we like it? Do we not like it? I honestly have no idea. I feel like actually going to this guy and splitting it right there. Going to this guy and making it a little bit wider on these pieces. What does that look like? What does that look like? I don't know. And then we grab these guys and we maybe extend those backwards too. Including these two. And that one? I don't know, man. I feel like that looks very weird. But at the same time, is it MBT-like? Maybe a little bit. It might be a little bit too tall, though. Okay, so since we're saying it might be a little bit too tall, we're going to go ahead and try and squat a bunch of this down. So we go to each of these layers, and we're going to go ahead and lower each of them down individually. Here we go, something like that. And then the top piece needs lowering as well. But we can do that like this. It's easier. There we go. Alright, yeah, that looks sick. That honestly looks like it's going to do work. Brilliant. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we actually split this. Can it not work? Is that not allowing us to do it? Can I split it here? Can I split it there? It's not letting me split things anymore, which is super annoying because I really want to. I want to split this into two pieces. It's not doing anything though. Why? Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, so I've had to like mess with this a lot to try and make this look okay, and I think this is sort of the best I'm gonna get out of this, which is really annoying. I wanted to split it so that I could actually sort of recess this in there. Unfortunately, because I can't split it, we're just gonna have to leave it as is, which is actually really annoying. So we've left it like that. I have angled the top down a little bit more, which I think looks pretty sick. But yeah, let's go and add a bunch of detail to this now. And then I guess we'll actually try and fight. Okay, so this is us. What do you guys think of the livery? What do you think of the turret? And what do you think of the tank itself? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I don't know. If you're wondering what the gun is, it is a 125mm gun, and it does a lot of penetration, actually. It does pretty good. The one thing that we do want to do, though, is actually add another few sets of rounds, or another few rounds, and make them APHE just in case we need to use them, because we might need those at some point. So we're going to go ahead and grab those guys. I'm going to go ahead and grab a bunch of them. There we go. And we're going to have to get more basket space in order for this to actually fit. But there we go. We currently weigh 245 tons. Don't worry about that too much. We don't have modern armor, so we have to go with like thickness instead, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get this thing into a battle and see how it does. Alright, here we go. So we have one tank versus, it's going to be about 6 enemies. It is worth mentioning, trying to propel 240 tons is quite difficult. It is quite difficult. So the engine itself probably isn't big enough. This thing probably doesn't move as fast as it should, but we're going to go ahead and see how it works. Hopefully, quite well. Alright, so the 6 enemies have in fact spawned. I am now going to turn my tank around to hopefully fend them all off. So let's see if my armor is thick enough to take all of the hits. Let's see what happens. That guy, dead. Nice. It does take like 5 seconds to reload, but hopefully we do have that time in between shots. 3, 2, 1. There we go. I think we just tracked him. He might not be dead, which is kind of annoying, actually. Nah, maybe he is dead. I don't know. That one guy just killed me. Where did he shoot? I wish I could tell where they shot, because I don't think we should have died there. Oh, actually, the one thing that we are missing is actually some armor around the ring of this. There is literally 10 thickness, or 10 mil thickness. That was not very good. Anyway, let's get back in there. Hopefully that was our weak spot. Oh, actually, as well, I don't know whether the mantler has been upgraded. Base? There we go. Alright, let's go again. Alright, we are now in a position to fight the enemies yet again. So, let's go ahead and try and take out probably the bigger tank first, which is that guy. There we go, Centurion down. Very nice. I wish the reload time was a little bit better on this, I'm not gonna lie. That is something that is definitely letting this thing down. Oh my. Also, when you are fighting smaller tanks, I don't know, it's kind of a good idea to change to the HE. But that worked. So there we go, nice. Alright, let's move our way in there. We'll turn left a little bit. There are enemies coming across the open. We'll try and take those guys out first. And then once we've done that, we can move in and hopefully try and kill the rest of them. Aim, fire! Nice! Centurion down again. Oh, someone's all the way on the left. What are they doing over there? Wait, I don't see them. I do not see them. There's also a guy coming up very quickly on my right. He's going to be able to shoot me in the flattest of my flat armor. So we got to keep reversing, because my back is extremely weak. If he gets too close, we die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, turn. Fire! Nice! That was a pretty good shot. Alright, so there are only 2 enemies remaining. One of which is over there somewhere, and then the other one is presumably over there somewhere. I need to find this guy. Kind of annoying that he's in the trees. Well, we'll find him though. We will. Okay, so I just took a shot from somewhere over there. I think he's behind this tree? I don't know. I think I just hit the tree. Oh, yikes. Big yikes. He's over there somewhere. I can't really tell. Oh, he's behind this bush. 3, 2, 1. Nice. There we go. Centurion down. So I'm thinking the last guy is actually over there somewhere. So let's head over there and annihilate him. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I do wish that I could have actually made the front look a little bit nicer, especially of the turret itself, because I wanted to have like a little bit of an indent right there and just make it look really good. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a chance to do that because we couldn't split it anymore. If anybody knows why we couldn't split, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, it's a bit weird. Also, I've added these little smoke thingies, smoke deployers, which are pretty awesome. If you guys don't know how to do them, they are the machine guns. You just go ahead and flip them around, and that's what they look like on the back. And they honestly look pretty nice. So, yeah, do that on your builds. Anyway, let's move in here. I'm assuming the last guy is just over this hill. Hopefully we can just, I don't know, drive over and shoot him. But, I don't know. They might put up a fight. We'll see. Oh, and the other thing that's actually, like, adding to the armor of this thing is the fact that you see these side skirts, they have to be armored on both the right and the left at 250 mil, which makes it really heavy, and the inside of the tank needs to be armored at 250 mil as well, or 200, or whatever, whatever the armor is. And that means that it actually ends up weighing a hell of a lot, which is kind of annoying, but it is something that you have to do. Otherwise, if you get shot there, you do just die, which of course is bad. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and aim down at this guy and shoot him and kill him. There we go. Nice. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, I think I might actually end this video here for now. One thing I would say is I might come back to this and make a really light version, just so we have like a really fast tank like this. I think that'd be really cool. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.